What's up guys, Gareth23 back again with another movie night video. Now I wasn't originally going to do a big first watch movie night. I was going to watch a load of movies I'd never seen before, but due to unforeseen circumstances that have completely put me off the idea, I'm just going to do a regular movie night video with one film. And the film I'm going to be watching tonight for the very first time, so I suppose you could call it a new episode of First Watch if you like, will be Divergent, this being the Entertainment Store exclusive steelbook I got this morning with a nice big dent on the top. Don't think you can really see that, hang on. Yep, there you go, hideous dent, but I've decided to keep it because I can't bother sending it back. I wanted to watch it tonight anyway, and I've got other ones that have kind of been damaged like this, so what the hell. But yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. Massive fan of Shailene Woodley, whatever. I've heard mixed things about this, people saying it's not very good at all, people saying it's quite good, people saying it's very, very good, but obviously I'll be making my own mind up. This is actually released on Monday, the 11th of August, I think it's, yeah, the 11th of August. But I got the steelbook today and I really wanted to watch it, and if I don't watch it tonight, I'm never going to watch it, I don't think. So yeah, looking forward to checking this one out. That's about it for the intro, really. Thought I'd do this a bit earlier because there's better lighting. But yeah, the film I'll be watching tonight and giving my opinions on will be Divergent. So as with my other movie night videos, I'll be giving my kind of initial thoughts of the film an hour in, which I am at now. Really liking it so far. It's not the best story. The story hasn't kind of, I guess, kicked into gear yet. There's not much going on really. There's the kind of obligatory training scenes before kind of the story really kind of gets going. Acting very good. Shailene Woodley's great as always. Theo James, not the best, but he's okay. There is too many dick characters so far though. I mean, Jai Courtney's character is a dick. Miles Teller is a dick. There's too many dicks. But I am liking it so far. I'm liking the story so far, but it hasn't kind of got into the bulk of it yet, which I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes next. So yep, let's get back to it. So yeah, I'm now 2 hours into Divergent, and it's definitely stepped into another pig's ear gear, more serious pig's ear gear, and it's much better story. Stuff's actually happened, for one thing. I've got about another quarter of an hour, not including credits of the film, and it's definitely it's all guns blazing, all plot blazing, I guess. I don't really know. But yeah, I'm about quarter of an hour to the end, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this all pans out. And to quote Julius Nicholson, this shit just got real. So that's Divergent. So yep, join me in 2 seconds while I'll be giving my detailed thoughts on the film. So yeah, just got done watching Divergent. Before I give my thoughts on the film, I'll give you the basic plot. Basically, I don't know if it's meant to be an alternate universe or in the future, different people are put into different factions depending on what kind of person they are. There's the erudite, I don't know all of them, but there's different ones basically, and abdication is one, and basically kind of there's different kinds of people, kind of like I can't remember what they're called now, gosh, it's embarrassing, the ruthless or something, I can't remember what they're called basically. That's not a good sign. But the ruthless are kind of like the protectors of everyone else, and also the people who don't fit into any kind of into any faction are called factionless, and they're kind of people kind of like basically the poor people, people that don't kind of look down on them, but other people kind of have to help them and stuff. And basically, when anyone comes of age, they have do this test to find out which faction they belong to. And the title character, well, not title character, but the main character of Tris, played by Shailene Woodley, basically finds out she is a Divergent, it means basically they can be any faction they want. Their brains work differently to any other people, and that's when the powers that be decide that the Divergents are a threat to their big plan. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but the plan is pretty big. But I don't know if that plan comes to the other films. I'm not quite sure. But as quite a lot of films nowadays, this film is based on a book. There's kind of those tween kind of books like Hunger Games, and it's been compared to Hunger Games a lot. I haven't seen those films or read the books or anything, but from what I've heard, it's kind of similar. It's that different kind of that. I don't know if it's an alternative universe or it's just in the future. But the story is really interesting. I mean, it took about an hour and like 70 minutes to actually get into the story, well, the main story at least. Kind of the first hour and whatever was like the training, basically the kind of setting up to the actual story that happened throughout the rest of the film. The acting, very, very good. Shailene Woodley, great as always. I'm a massive, massive fan of hers. One of the best actresses around in my opinion. Theo James, he was not that good at the beginning, but he kind of more when you kind of knew more about the character, his acting got a lot better. You've also got Ashley Judd and Tony Goldwyn playing her parents. Who else have you got? You've got Miles Teller, and quite interestingly, we've got Ansel Elgort, who is kind of weird because basically Shailene Woodley has got two lovers from previous films in this one film. Got Miles Teller, who was her love interest in The Spectacular Now. Then you got Ansel Elgort, who was her love interest in The Fault in Our Stars, which is quite interesting. Playing her brother, which is again very interesting. But yeah, it was decent. It is cliched sometimes. Why do they always have to have the main character falling in love with one of the other main characters? I don't understand every freaking time they do this, and I don't know why. Is there any film out there that doesn't end up like that? It really grinds my gears, really pisses me off. It's just something that annoys me, that happens a lot. That it is kind of cliched, and you've got this film, or at least the characters in this film, have that way of being too cocky, you know, like these little one-liners that are not needed, especially near the end. And then we got it just, when a character doesn't earn my respect, it really annoys me. And I don't know if that's just me or if it's the character, but if I don't feel anything towards any kind of compassion towards a character, I just don't. And they're kind of cocky in that way. It just doesn't compute with me, I guess. And like I said, I don't know if it's just me and I'm absolutely mental and talking a load of shit. I don't know. But yeah, it looked really good. The Blu-ray was absolutely fantastic. It looked immaculate in Blu-ray, nearly reference quality. I know Blu-ray.com gave it 4.5 stars. It looked very, very good. Now, I saw what I thought was banding, but I think it's something else in the film, which wasn't great. But look, absolutely fantastic on Blu-ray. Obviously, I don't have kind of like surround sound or anything, so I don't know what the sound is like. But it looked fantastic. Some CGI, which looked a little bit dodgy, kind of. Especially there's this scene where they have these scenes in the film where they're kind of where they learn how to basically. I don't know what it is really. I guess survive in the different factions, I guess. And it's like dream sequences basically, and there's a shot where Theo James and Shailene Woodley's kind of it takes too long to explain. But basically, they're on this this thing, and some of the CGI is a bit dodgy in that scene, which didn't kind of take me out of the movie or anything. It was only like a 2-minute scene, but I noticed it. But yeah, apart from that, it looked fantastic. Like I said. Good music as well by Junkie XL, who also did the music for 300 Rise of an Empire, and I believe possibly the first film as well. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I don't know how this series is going to continue. I think there's about 3 books, I believe. I do like the fact that they're doing 1 film per book, which I do really like, because they have a habit of doing, especially like kind of in the later films or the later books, doing like 2 films for each book, like The Hobbit does, or Hunger Games did, or is going to do. So I hope it does stick to that formula, or it could be just like any other kind of book to film franchise that Hollywood spunks out every year. I don't know. But I enjoyed it for what it was. It's not amazing. It's not a bad film by any stretch of the imagination. I wasn't really surprised how much I liked it. I just liked it the way I liked it, really. But it was interesting. I'm not going to be checking out the other ones in the cinema, but I will be getting them on Blu-ray as well when they come out, like in the years to come or whatever, whenever they're going to do them. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'd give it about a 7, I think. I think 3.5. 3.5 would do me, I think. I guess. But yeah, I enjoyed it. And what else can I say about it? That's it, really. Also, yeah, the villain. What you think who you think is a villain wasn't the best villain. I don't know. Again, I don't know if she's going to be the villain for the whole of the other films, or whether she was just kind of the villain for that book. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I enjoyed it for what it was. I wouldn't. Well, if you're a fan of that kind of franchise, I'd say go out and get it. But anyone else, probably maybe rent it. I think give it a rent first. But mainly I got it because of the steelbook, really. But if the steelbook wasn't coming out, I'd definitely rent it first, I think, or kind of buy a UV code or something. But I'd say give it a go if you're a fan of those things. Like I say, if you're a fan of like the films like The Hunger Games and stuff like that, you'll enjoy it a lot more. Or not a lot more, but you really enjoy it because it is kind of similar, but very, very different at the same time. And that's Divergent. Enjoyed it. I'm not sure if I'd ever watch it again. I don't know if I'd watch it. I don't know. I don't know when I'd watch it again, but I probably would in kind of the future, sometime in the future. In 2014, it could be like 2020 by the time I watch it again. I don't know. Of course, by then probably the Blu-ray will be obsolete, and then something else will come along. But anyway, really good film. Good film. Good steelbook. I can see why it got mixed reviews, and yeah, that's Divergent. So thanks for joining me on another movie night. Just kind of disappointed that it didn't turn into something different, but I'm not going to explain everything. But yeah, that's about it, and it is nearly 12 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So well, it's Saturday now, but it will be Sunday soon. So yeah, again, thanks as always for watching. One of these will be coming kind of every now and again. But yeah, again, thanks for watching. Comment if you want down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. So yep, thanks for watching, and have a great day.